oh crap, my APIM module's going bad. What is happening, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So today I just want to discuss something that a lot of people would probably overlook and would start looking down the direction of the road that I was headed, which was going to cost me probably anywhere from $250 on the low end to $1,000 on the easy plug and play one. That being said, you don't want to go that option. I'm going to tell you why. Because if you've used one of these big old pieces of crap, just like this, for the first 6 months, this thing was phenomenal. What it does is it kills the auto stop start function, that button. Every time I'd start the truck, you get in, the button's on already. So instead of actually having to put it in sport mode all the time, or as soon as you start and stop the truck, you would have to hit that button every single time. Let's say you go to the grocery store, run in, grab some milk, come out, gotta hit the button. You go to the gas pump, stop to get gas, gotta take off, gotta hit that button. Because it frustrates the hell out of everybody. Nobody wants that freaking button installed in these trucks. It kills starters, it kills cam phasers, whatever, it's bad for them. Long story short, this company wanted me to install this, show a DIY how to install it, and it's awesome. This is about $55, $60. It worked. The first thing I noticed about a month after installing it was the button no longer illuminated. So my auto stop start function has still not been working. This has been functioning the way it's supposed to. The auto stop start function was killed, except for the button was no longer illuminating. I'd press the button and it would go ahead and illuminate. I'm like, whatever, go to stop lights, stop signs, no big deal. It's still not killing the motor, which is the desired goal. That being said though, you get a few months later, we're getting to the cold months, and just out of the blue, one day I gotta crank the radio in the middle of me singing along like a moron to a song that I'm not supposed to and have no right to, and I don't belong on American Idol. All of a sudden the audio cuts out and I realize how embarrassing it is. But what the first thing that triggers my mind is the audio freaking cut out. Why did the audio cut out? A common problem with these trucks is the APIM module, which stands for Accessory Protocol Interface Module. I get it says it twice, whatever, that's fine. But that being said, you start thinking, oh crap, my APIM module's going bad. And most of the time, if you update these bitches, what you'll see now it's actually acting correctly. About sync, you'll see your build number. You don't need to look at the VIN. You're gonna look at that build number. So that build is the most updated version for my truck. That's what I've got. And I updated it back in June and everything was hunky-dory until they sent me this product. Again, remember the auto stop start function is still working, but the light is now no longer functioning. Cut to October. What the hell is going on? My stereo's cutting in and out. It's laggy as hell. It's almost like I never got the update. I'm thinking, oh crap, my APIM module's going out. Well, guess what happens? I decide, you know what? To hell with this damn auto stop start thing. I totally forgot. There's another thing. The other thing is going down the road, you go to answer phone calls. Try to do hands-free. I typically keep it right up here. So I'm going on the road, I can see like, oh, here it is, press the button. And I normally talk to my brother or family or girlfriend or something like that. No big deal. So I go to answer it and they can't hear me, like, hello? So I have to put it on speakerphone. Take it off Bluetooth, put it on speakerphone. Then they can hear me. Don't know why that happens. But if I call outward, so if I do a dial out, like, you know, I'm running bills or errands or whatever, driving down the road, I know I'm not supposed to, shame on me. But if I dial out on the truck, most of the time they can hear my voice. Every once in a while I started noticing it's like they can't hear me. So I have to put on speakerphone. It's going to this damn module. This freaking piece of crap. And I call it a piece of crap because it's frustrating me. If I had paid for this, I would be mad. I didn't pay for it, and I'm still mad. So, that being said, I want to keep it real with you guys. I love you so much, and I don't want you to buy a product that's a waste of your money, a waste of your time, and most of all, leaves you stranded, up a creek without a paddle. So, all that being said, here we are. It is almost December. I think it's November 29th, something like that. And we're functioning just the way we need to be. So you just keep switching the music. It keeps playing. We can switch back and forth. There's no lag. It is actually functioning the way it's supposed to. The other day, this was slow as hell. Literally, it was like thinking. It was like AOL dial-up. Who the hell's pissed off about AOL dial-up? Me still. Anyways, that being said, I love and appreciate every single one of you guys so much that I'm willing to double back on a product that was sent to me to be tested on this channel. To keep it real with you, don't buy this auto stop start function. If anything, I don't know if I'll private the video or not, but I want people to know about it, so I might link the two together that we just be aware. There's the before and there's the after. But yeah, so skip it, use ForScan to shut off your auto stop start function. Don't use one of these plug and plays like this unless you're just not computer savvy. But even if you're not computer savvy, get on YouTube, watching these videos. Watch somebody like me who wants to walk you through it and make it easy for you. That being said, thank you guys so much for your love and support, and we'll catch you in the next one.